Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. I'm here today to do a product review on the Peep Eliminator by Compound Bow Rifle Sights. You've seen I've reviewed the Peep Eliminator in the past. There's some changes that have been made to this thing. This is a product that I really like shooting. This is a product that I've used quite a bit. I mainly use it for 3D, and sometimes I'll use it for hunting. But I really like this thing. It's worked out pretty well for me in the past. The one thing that they've changed to this thing, this is the standard Peep Eliminator right here on my bow, or on my Maitland. And the one thing that they've changed to this was the one thing I complained about with the original one. The V down here on the other one was pretty big. And with the other one, when you started shooting 50-60 yards, this thing got in the way and it would just block the target out completely. So they've made this V back here, they've actually slimmed it down and made it quite a bit smaller than what the original was. This is a very easy product to use, very high quality made. Never had any trouble with any of these that I've owned, and I've owned quite a few of them. Installation is pretty easy. You just got to remove your sight, put your Peep Eliminator on there. When your sight in between it, it's got a couple pieces of rubber to sandwich in between each one, and then you're gonna have to move your sight just a little bit back to the left to get that thing sighted back in, or back to the right elevation. But the best way that I've found to sight this thing in is it's very easy to do. I leave my Peep sight in there, and my sight is pretty well on. I'll adjust my left and right with it to make sure I've got my left and right correct after I put this Peep Eliminator in. But the best way to do it is basically you go back, you pull your bow back, and this will either be lined up with your bottom pin or it won't. So say it's low and right, you need to just move it up in small increments till you get it lined up with your very bottom pin. And it'll take you a few times to get it pulled back and get it lined up, but once you get it lined up, you just go dot to, there's got two dots right here, you go dot to dot to dot, and you line those three dots up, and you're in a consistent anchoring position, and you're going to be consistently shooting the same. I'm putting up pretty good groups with this thing, pretty good consistent, you know, from 30-40 yards. I'm putting together 2 to 3 inch groups every time with it. Very consistent to what I was shooting with a Peep sight in there. A little less, really good for low light situations. This thing's going to gather light a lot better. It actually has, and I don't have it on there, it actually has a light that you can order with this that'll come right down and shine on this thing and illuminate those two pieces of fiber optic that are in there. But very quality made. It's all made out of good machine aluminum. Very good quality to the thing. Easy to set up, easy to install. And the new design on this black blade has really improved it quite a bit at long distances to really make it to where you can see the target that you're shooting. So the other thing that they've changed here, and I don't have one on a bow right now. I actually had it on this bow and changed it out to try out that smaller one. They have a Verifier now. Verifiers, for you guys who aren't familiar, there's Peep sights out there with Verifiers in them, and they're really helpful for guys with bad vision, or guys that are using really powerful scopes, or guys like me who wear glasses. A Verifier in a Peep sight is going to make your sights, your sight pins, more clear. It's gonna be subject to your eyes on which one you use. But I've got a 2-power here that I just took off the bow. This is a very good quality made product as well. This has a 2-power lens in it, and you can see there it's got a V in the middle, and it actually has 2 pieces of fiber optic in there as well. And it actually has it's drilled and tapped on top for a light, and you can see that just lights that thing right up, no problem. I did have a little bit of issues. I had a 2 and a 4-power. With the 4-power, it was just a little bit too strong for me. Once I switched back to the 2-power, everything really cleared up and really lined up well. So I've always used these for 3D mainly, or the Verifiers for 3D mainly. I use them on my hunting bows from time to time, but most of the time I use them for 3D, and I really like them for indoor. They really work well for indoor, especially if you're shooting a magnified lens. So now you can have the advantage of having a Verifier on here to make those pins a little less blurry, make them where you can see them well, and you can have the advantage of having a Verifier on there without having the disadvantage of having a Peep sight on there to make it especially shooting indoors. The Peep sights are sometimes really hard to see through in some shops that I've shot in. So sets up and installs just like the other one. It has the same exact hardware on it. I actually just took this out off of this Maitland here and put the blade in there to try out the blade. But the 4 was just a little bit too powerful for me. The 2 power is working out fantastic for me. Once I switched over to the 2 power, I've had absolutely no problems focusing on my pins and focusing on the target, and really do like the Verifier, the idea of the Verifier for this thing. So it comes with a it is really easy to clean. I usually just take my shirt and clean it off. I've had no issue with it fogging up or anything like that. It's far enough away from you. You know, it's not like a rifle scope that you're breathing right onto it. It sets in here just like this, and it's far enough away from you that it's not gonna, I don't think there's gonna be an issue with it fogging up. And it really does a fantastic job. It's a really good, innovative product from compound bow rifle sights to help us guys that shoot with glasses and have a little bit of eye issue problem, or want to shoot with a scope on here, a magnification lens in here, and help clear that all up. So very cool product, new product from compound bow rifle sights. That's a Peep Eliminator Verifier lens, and you can get this in a couple different powers. Like I said, I've got the 2 power and the 4 power, and if you shoot a Verifier in your Peep sight, it's probably going to be about the same as whatever the Verifier you shoot in your Peep sight is. For me, this 2 power worked out really well. The 4 power is just a little bit too strong. So for more information on this thing, you can check it out at their website, which we'll put right down here, and you can contact Mel with any questions you have. Mel Dean is a fantastic guy. Yeah, it's just been great to work with. I have absolutely zero complaints about this product, and Mel has answered all my questions. And done so really quick, and been just a great guy to deal with, and provides excellent customer service. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to email Mel. His actual email address is right here on the back of the product, so you can email him directly. So that's really cool. But peepeliminator.com is the website, which we'll put a link directly below in the description of this video. And for more product reviews, how-to videos, you can check out my website, which is ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.